There in the distance you can see all the damage from the earthquake. It's pretty intense.
Here the damage is very clear from last year's earthquake. A lot of craters in a row. And this looks like some fresh rockfall. It is still very, very beautiful though. Most of these tunnels are still intact, but there's clear damage everywhere. Clearly see all the marble structures, which the Taroko Gorge is famous for. It's all marble. They have been working really hard to clear all the roads in the last year. The tunnels still have some restrictions. You can only enter in the morning between 6 and 8. But that's only the first part of the gorge until the first village. The village is now quite empty, but there's still some naughty monkeys left. Hi there! Hey monkey! So an update from the monkeys. They are very aggressive. They attacked us and jumped on our bikes, and unfortunately they got our stride through. So a bonus to the road restrictions is that you almost have it all to yourself when you cycle up Taroko these days. It's so nice and empty. We're now almost at 1,000 meters and start to get the first glimpses of the higher mountains. Just behind the bushes. There's the high mountains behind here. We just passed the first roadblock and here's another fresh landslide with some damage, but so far so good. And it's a beautiful day. Ooh, spooky tunnel with a lot of water inside. Yeah, we made it. So we brought a water filter because nothing is open these days in the gorge. You can just fill up at the streams along the road and filter it later. Because yeah, you do need a lot of water for this climb. And we're a little bit higher again. Luckily there's a bit more shade and the clouds are rolling in. And we're happy with that because it's hot though. They're working hard to clear the road everywhere. So now we're cooking some soup, ramen, that Eric defended with his life because the monkeys were super aggressive and tried to steal it from us. He even has scratches to show.
Oh, you don't even see them any longer.
But thank God we still have our noodles. We just had lunch and we're on the move again. This is the cloud forest area. A lot of times this is in the clouds and it's very green and mossy. And we're slowly going up. We're almost at the 2,000 meter mark. Now up to the Bilu giant tree is, well, let's not call it flat, but it's relatively easy going. It's not that steep for about 15 to 20 kilometers and it's really nice in the shade in the old forest. Road 8. The trees are getting bigger and bigger. Look how giant this one is. Still doesn't end. Still not. Whoa. And now we're at the biggest, or at least oldest of them all. The Bilu defined tree. It's so old. I don't remember how old, but think of thousands of years. Up in the clouds. It's the morning of day 2 and we found a really nice camping spot on the way. And now we're preparing for the hardest part. We know is still to come. We're now at the last roadblock. There you can see where we'll be heading, the higher mountains. And here we have to wait for a little bit until we can pass. Here you can see the damage. The road collapsed. We made it to the cross section where you can go either down to Ilan, back through Taroko, or like we do, we continue to Huangshan and Wuling. Time for a little break before the real tough part begins. We got some fresh apples and pears from the stall next door.
Sure.
So get some energy in.
In the last final 10 kilometers to Wuling, it gets way steeper. Luckily in the beginning there still is some shade, so that's quite nice. Later I'll show you one of those crazy hairpins. So here's one of the hairpins. This one is not as crazy as the one that's coming later, but just to show you the idea. What a beautiful day. So these are the crazy hairpins you have to deal with in the last 10 kilometers. This one is about 7 kilometers from the top. Look at that. So incredibly steep. Surrounded by peaks over 3,000 meters. There in the distance is the surface station. From there on there are a few hairpins left and about 5 kilometers to the top. And all of a sudden you're out of the forest into the open. This is still just before the surface center. Wow, this altitude 2,950 meters. Yeah. That's the road we came from. You can see it in the distance a bit. I think over there is the road. And then there you can see the massive landslide area that we were this morning. But look at that view, it's beyond anything. Nice peak in the distance over there. peaks everywhere. On the right you see Huangshan. And on the left you see the last bit that we still have to go. All the roads at the last bit are steep. They're in great condition. Look at that perfect tarmac.
Who is that? Look who is climbing this mountain. Cycling up this mountain pass is amazing, but cycling above 3,000 meters definitely makes you feel a little bit lightheaded and not as easy to catch your breath. But we almost made it. And that's the end goal, the road in the distance up to Wuling. That's behind us. We've made it to the highest point. This is where all the cyclists gather at the monument of Wuling. So happy we made it. We have some duck communication here.
But your helmet